News, a family dragged from a car engulfed in flames after a shooting. Our Janelle Ford is live at the scene in Northwest Harris County. Janelle, this all started as a case of road rage.
Yeah, Lisa, you know, this is the second time this week that I've been on a road rage incident that just escalated to violence. And sadly, in this case, the aftermath is that two toddlers are in the hospital right now, severely burned and fighting for their lives. Now, officials say that that family of four, a mom, a dad, and two toddlers, were traveling on 249 when that road rage incident started. Both of the cars involved in this, they pulled into the gas station. Their tension surged. Dad and the other driver hopped out of their cars and began arguing. But then the other driver pulled out a gun. Now, Dad, he jumped back into his car and took off, and that's when the other driver began shooting into the family's car. What made this so dangerous is that the family, they just bought fireworks to celebrate the holiday, and officials believe the bullets hit those fireworks, causing them to explode. The car caught on fire with that family inside. Good news, Good Samaritans, they saw what happened, stopped and pulled the family from the burning car. They took them to a nearby urgent care ER, but then those two toddlers, they had to be life-flighted due to the severe burns to their little bodies. Now, what makes this even more scarier is that the gunman, he supposedly had children inside of his car as well. Now, officials, they say that surveillance video captured this whole incident. They're not releasing that video right now, but they say that in it, they should be able to identify both the gunman and the car that he was driving in. Sending it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Janelle, thank you.